can't jump to the end without walking through that fire that does take courage, and it takes sometimes just courage, really, to get to a place of accepting and loving and really liking yourself, all of yourself, and having compassion for yourself. And only when you get to that place of going, I'm going to take care of you no matter what he does, no matter what the business does, no matter what the money comes or the money doesn't come, I'm going to be here for you. And that, to get there is what self-empowerment is. And when you get there, I mean, like, anything's possible. So that self-empowered person then can really manifest and have a life however it shows up and develops, because she feels connected.
Is there a specific moment in your life that you felt that you really discovered what it needs to be?
Well, I'll tell you, I started my therapy in 1987, and I thought that I was having real confusion. I had already been working for a few years in the business, and I thought, okay, I can go get a therapist, and in a month I'll be good, and then move right along and feel confident and deal with all these other weirdos out there coming at me. And the therapist was going so slowly. I mean, week after week, she kept asking me about me and how that makes me feel, and my parents, and does that remind me of when I was young? And I kept going like, what are you doing? Who cares? I'm fine. I just want to be able to handle this situation in my life right now. So, you know, that was 22 something years ago. And so, but she introduced me to the whole idea of that real inner child work. Loving your wounded, the part of you that you feel is nagging, that she's needy, you want her to go away, but it really is embarking on that relationship and becoming a very solid, loving inner parent to that part. And lo and behold, she doesn't, that neediness, that loneliness, that insecurity goes away once you turn and face her. And I feel like it's important for young women and girls, because there's so much pressure at that age. There's a lot of attention coming from men, from the outside world. And so that's a real crucial time to, really listen to yourself and become solid that way, so that you have your boundaries, so that you have your sense of self, and you're saying yes when you want to say yes, and no when you want to say no. And that's not easy. That's where that relationship comes from. Why that's important for young women and girls is because women and girls, God, we need to get that part down so that we don't fall victim to all this patriarchal bullshit. I mean, really, it's just one limited view of a woman and girls, and we have so much more to offer. Women we're the holders of emotion and of sensitivity and compassion. You know, the female brain has more in the brain for the area of compassion. It's been shown in studies where little boys will literally like hit things and break things. Compared to females, they recognize a face of sadness and they automatically feel for it. So it's biological that we have compassion. That's why it's important, because the world needs that. The world needs our sensitivity, our creativity, our stamina. It needs it right now more than ever.
Absolutely.
To be a part of something else, to have something in the in-between. Not just a hobby. I'm not talking about knitting. I've tried that. I've tried these little things, but something that gets your soul alive, because that's why we're actors, isn't it? I mean, I feel like you need to find other stuff to add to that gets you turned on and is super important to you.